Welcome to The Deep Dive. We give you the info you need, maybe a surprising fact or two, and hopefully keep it interesting. Today we're tackling something pretty tough. It's about those toxic relationships at work, specifically when it's your manager. I think a lot of people listening might know that feeling. It's draining, makes you dread going in.
It really does. And that's why in this deep dive, we want to give you, well, a practical playbook. We've looked at a bunch of research articles and we're pulling out real actionable strategies, things you can actually do. The goal here is helping you protect your mental health, your job, and really your future.
Yeah, empower you. Give you some concrete steps so you feel you can get back some control, some clarity, even when it feels, pretty stuck. Okay, so let's get into it. You're in that situation, feeling that dread every day. What's the absolute first thing? Our sources, they all seem to agree. You've got to protect yourself first. Your mental, your emotional health. That's priority number one.
Right. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first. And this isn't just about, toughing it out. It's about setting real boundaries. Sometimes subtly, like the sources mentioned. You don't always need a big confrontation.
How does that work then, subtly?
Well, for instance, just consistently signing off at a reasonable hour, not replying to non-urgent stuff after hours. Over time, that can sort of train people to respect your time without you having to spell it out aggressively.
That makes sense. And a big part of this protection piece seems to be mental, too.
Hugely. It's about realizing their toxic behavior.
Hmm.
It's usually about their stuff, their issues, their insecurities. It's not actually a reflection on you or your work.
It's a hard shift to make, but I can see how freeing it would be.
It really can be. And alongside those boundaries, active self-care is critical. And we're talking practical things. Talking to friends, family who get it, exercise, maybe journaling, or even just like 5 minutes of meditation.
Little things to create some space.
Exactly. Finding those small moments of calm in the chaos.
Okay, so you're working on protecting yourself, setting those boundaries. But then what if things get worse? How do you prepare for, needing to take action?
That brings us straight to documentation, strategic documentation.
Right, not being paranoid, but being prepared.
Precisely. You need to keep detailed notes, dates, times, who said what exactly happened in those problematic interactions.
And save evidence, right?
Yeah.
Emails, messages.
Everything. Any proof of unreasonable demands, maybe unfair treatment, harassment, if it gets to that point, save it all. And what really makes the documentation powerful, according to our sources, is showing the impact.
Impact. How so?
Like, how did that unreasonable demand affect the project deadline or team morale or just your ability to actually do your job? Connect the dots.
Okay, so it's not just they were mean, it's this happened and here's the result.
Exactly. And tied right into that is how you communicate. Stay professional, calm, factual language.
Even when it's difficult.
Especially when it's difficult. And always clarify things in writing. If they tell you to do something verbally, send a quick follow-up email.
Like just confirming our chat, I'll proceed with X.
Perfect. That creates a clear record. No more he said, she said. It protects you.
Okay, so you've got your shield up, you're building this paper trail. Now what? Do you take it somewhere?
Well, the next logical step, if things aren't getting better, is often seeking internal support. Maybe HR, or perhaps a senior colleague you trust.
And how do you approach that conversation effectively? What do the research suggest?
The key is strategy. Go in, calm, factual. Bring that documentation you've been keeping, especially the bits showing the impact. Don't make it purely emotional. Lay out the facts and ask about the company's process. What are the policies for grievances, for conflict resolution?
Know the official channels.
Right. And crucially, focus on what you can control. Keep doing good work. That protects your reputation, gives you credibility.
Yeah, don't get dragged down into gossip or trying to retaliate.
Definitely not. The sources strongly warn against that.
Yeah.
It nearly always backfires and makes you look unprofessional.
Okay, keep your side of the street clean, essentially. Stay focused on your goals.
And that includes being honest with yourself. Is this job, this situation, really worth it long term?
Which leads to thinking about next steps, potentially leaving.
Yes. If the environment is truly unbearable and you've tried reporting it and nothing changes, start looking elsewhere.
That's not giving up, it's self-preservation.
Absolutely. And this message was really consistent across everything we looked at. No job is worth sacrificing your health, your well-being, your self-worth. None.
Are there times when you should escalate much faster, though?
Yes, definitely. If you're facing clear harassment, discrimination, or any kind of threats, don't wait. Use those official channels immediately. HR, a grievance committee. If it's severe, you might even need to consider legal advice. Your safety and basic rights come first.
So, pulling it all together, it sounds like while you can't control a toxic manager's actions, you absolutely can control how you respond. You can protect yourself with these strategies, document things properly, and really empower your own future.
Exactly. It's about taking back agency in a situation that feels like it's taking it away. And maybe a final thought to leave you with.
Yeah.
Beyond the day-to-day stress, the difficult meetings, what's the real long-term cost? What's the cost to your well-being, maybe your career path, and just your fundamental sense of self-worth if you stay in that toxic environment indefinitely?
That's a heavy question, but an important one. We really hope these insights help you reflect on your own situation and figure out the best path forward for you.